SDR Red Wolf says for $10, federal judge in Disney/DeSantis recused himself, not because of past statements, but out of caution for a relative having Disney stock. Yeah, that's a cover story, and he saw how it was playing in public. So, yeah, Culture and WDW Pro, you have obviously paid attention to this story. Culture, can't you just run us through this, and then WDW, give us your take on it after Culture setup?
Well, obviously, the state of Florida with Governor DeSantis and Disney proper have been having it out in the courts. They've filed suits and countersuits and a lot of different things. And the state suit is going to proceed ahead of the federal suit, which will obviously be rendered moot after the decision comes forward. Originally, this case regarding RCID or Disney being targeted, depending upon how you want to phrase it or look at it, is being addressed. It was going to be addressed by a judge who STR Red Wolf was referring to that was appointed under Obama, but also had a bunch of clearly obvious conflicts of interest, let's say it in a kind way. And so DeSantis solicited to have the judge replaced. But as STR Red Wolf asserts, the likelihood is the judge saw the writing on the wall and realized that, they maybe didn't want to get involved in this catfight. And I would say that smartly decided to take the easiest possible route out of the situation. Pro, do you think I analyze that right?
No, you're exactly right. And I've got a video that'll be out at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time covering this. Jonas Campbell and I recorded it this morning. And I'll go briefly into the weeds because this is very interesting. What the judge did is the judge disqualified himself without hearing. And he did so based on the idea that his third cousin owns less than $3,000 worth of Disney stock. Now, that would make most people a laughing stock should they try to disqualify without hearing based on that premise. But what is happening is what Culture has correctly identified. This judge would be inclined to be on the side of Disney, and yet the claim that Disney is making is so outlandish, so far-fetched, and based in such nebulous, crazy legal theory that if he were to side with Disney, it would almost certainly upend precedent regarding real estate and land ownership across the country. To give people a basic rundown, the argument that Disney is trying to make, other than they're saying they are being subjected to, what would you say here? Disney is being subjected to criticism from the state of Florida for their political speech, and therefore they are being damaged. Well, the other thing that Disney is alleging, and this is crazy, is that they have the right through that special district that existed, Reedy Creek Improvement District, that they have the right to transfer to themselves government powers through homeowners association laws in Florida. We're talking about homeowners association covenants. And so this is crazy stuff. It's really just meant to muck up the legal system until DeSantis leaves.
Yes.
And this judge who would be inclined to help Disney is looking at it and saying, I need out of this, and I need any way possible to get out of this. So therefore, I will disqualify my own self without even so much as a hearing, and I will base it on nonsense, whatever it takes to get myself out of this situation, because this whole thing, and that's really why this is over. I mean, this is over. This now goes in front of a judge who is part of the Federalist Society. This is over. Disney is out of avenues. They can contest. They can try to take it up the legal system, but it's over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's already kind of predetermined. If again, the judge isn't about to make law from the bench. That would create absolute chaos, not just in the state of Florida, but as Pro said, across the nation. I mean, HOAs and other entities could essentially be able to grant powers that.
Isn't that funny? Hey, my HOA says we can start a nuclear power plant back here. Sorry, state.
So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, that Greenbelt area. I think I want a racetrack there. How's that?
So what kind of judge, he's inclined to help Disney, but what kind of judge wants to sit there and go, you know what, I'm going to rule in your favor so the Supreme Court of the United States can obliterate me in their finding. And they'll do it expeditiously. Like, this will be ramped straight up to SCOTUS because of the implications I've just created. And I will be humiliated on the national scene. Who wants that? Not this guy.
And then it would allow, obviously, the Supreme Court to remove a whole lot of authority from governing bodies, like non-governmental governing bodies like HOAs. It would the Supreme Court could say, you know what, none of this is legal.
So the better option for him then was to say, well, you know, my brother's cousin's sister's nephew,
Yes.
he owns actually a fast pass from 1993 for Splash Mountain. Can't do it, guys. Got to recuse. Sorry. Yeah. See you later.
Yeah.
Well, that is absolutely hilarious. So, again, bad news for Disney, both in theaters and also now in the legal system. So, yeah, good times, good times.
This clip was taken from Midnight's Edge in the Morning, which streams live every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 AM Pacific Time on the Midnight's Edge main channel. There you can send in your live questions and comments before clips and full stream replays are uploaded to Midnight's Edge live archives. We are also on Twitter, Rumble, Odyssey and Facebook, so smash that like, help share, subscribe and join us.